Currently, I'm building a company and I'm running the behind the scenes, which is the sales, the back end, and all the funnels, all the fun stuff. So today, and for the past month, we've been running webinars to try to convert people into a high paying service to sell a 3K, 4K mentorship. But oh my gosh, these webinars, what mistake that we did was actually teaching way too much, providing way too much value on the webinars that people just kind of said, okay, you know what? I understand what to do, but I'm not going to buy. And that was a mistake that I had to learn from selling on the webinars. And I think that someone that sees the value of sharing value on social media, that does get you followed, that does get you views. But I understood that that is the downfall when you are selling on a masterclass, when you are selling one-to-one or one-to-many. When you're on a sales call, people can just take all this information. I was doing content audits for the Instagram, and I would just be like, you know what, this is what your page gives, this is what your profile, your bio, your everything, whatever. And they're like, okay, thank you. So I'm like, so do you want to hear how I can help you and make your own content strategy? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then just get off the call and not buy. And what I understood for this company that we're building is the coach actually gave away so much information that the person who was watching the webinar said, you know what, I don't want it. I'm good. I can do it myself. But what I did today, I locked in and I made 300 slides. Okay, let's go. And I made 300 slides for a webinar. But as I was doing it, I'm like, what am I doing? Because I got a mentorship for my mentor who's crushing it in sales. He did over 150 mil on online marketing. He's the pro in paid ads and funnels. So I'm like, well, is it the offer? Is it XYZ? What is it? But today I got on a call with him and I made sure to ask him before making this webinar, before making this masterclass, and before making this presentation. I asked him, okay, what should be the offer? And the offer originally was how to present yourself, but he said, I'm gonna go with my gut here, and you should do an offer for my client around dating. So how to attract the high paying male. So I tailored the full script for the presentation for that kind of offer. And what I did differently this time is he has templates for webinars, and for the past 5, I would just take the template and just fill out what he did without having a big overview structure of what that is. But for this one today in particular, I said, you know what, that's not what I want to do. I want to take his feedback, I want to take what he said, and I want to actually make a script, and then based on the script, make the slides myself. That's what I did, and actually it really helped me make my webinar, my slides, a lot more flow together, a lot more psychology, a lot more sales driven, sales based. And I'm like, wait, this is so fire. And tomorrow is actually going to be the time that we're going to be doing the webinar. We have 2 tiers, 4,970 and 3,900. So the goal is to get people to sell. We actually did hire both setters and closers for this offer as well. So it's what is going to sell? I don't, it's just very interesting. Simultaneously, while I'm doing this offer, I'm building out my own, and I've deployed content audits, page audits. And so I asked my mentor, hey, I'm doing all these page audits, I'm doing Instagram audits and all these things, but people are not booking, they're not buying. So what is going on? And he said, you know what? Yeah, because you are giving them too much information. You're giving them what they should be doing so they feel okay to, say, I'm going to do it myself. So instead he goes, okay, make it a implementation or a demo call. And I go, ring, 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 demo call, how to create your own content strategy. Because I had results, I had almost 600 people swipe up, comment to get my content strategy. So that's what people are looking for. And when I had clients for social media management, they did purchase for content strategy. That is what I'm doing right now, is changing the calls to be content strategy, helping you create that, but you can't really create that without me. That's why you need my coaching. And so for me, my coaching is on the content. I'm thinking if I should do a community, a low ticket community, or just try to get 10 people, sell them on a $400, $500 thing, because people are booking. I am right now at 15K followers. I'm trying to rile up the posting, but at 15K organic, I had 10 booked calls, 15 booked calls in a week. I think that's really good, where you can actually just practice sales and talking to people. But I thought I was good at sales, but I've really been learning that no, you could always be better. And just how you even sell it, like urgency and not urgency, and like key man risk. Also, what my mentor talked about, when you're doing your offer is like, sorry, and you can like hear the helicopter. I'm like literally at my rooftop, whatever. There's key man risk, which is watch someone buy when there's no urgency. And one of the big things to make urgency is to create key man risk. And I was like, well, what even is key man risk? I don't understand this marketing term, but basically it means like, okay, what is your offer? Take out the 3 most valuable things from that offer and then make it the key man risk, the bonuses. For example, for my client, that was her is a 6-month mentorship, and then her key man risk, her bonuses are her personalized call with her one-on-one, because that is what makes it valuable for somebody else when getting that personalized attention. Therefore, she's going to do that, offer that as not part of the thing, but as a bonus, and only bonus available on the live masterclass. Like, oh, I'm obsessed with like learning all these things, and it's like so much fun. So yeah, I think that's just like my little update for the day. But I'm very excited. I'm gonna give an update tomorrow after the masterclass and like after how it goes. So we'll see if there's actually gonna be sales from this updated new webinar slide deck, because it's been 5 webinars, and that's the reality, that sometimes you just have to keep trying, keep doing it, like no matter what. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be keeping doing it. So if you want to see how it goes, if you want to see what is up is the sky, and you want to follow, subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.